Welcome to the CertNet video tutorial series. This tutorial will cover the basics of using our new and enhanced search feature. You will learn how to create a new search, save search criteria for quick retrieval, make a saved search available for everyone, and customize the order and visibility of columns. After logging into the CertNet Web app, you will see the dashboard. Let's click on the search icon from the main menu. First, let's search for something by clicking My Search from the Search submenu, here at the top. From the new search dialog, we can search for assets, forms, or schedules. Let's assume that we want to find all assets that have an asset status called out of service. Let's click on Add a Property, then select Status from the Property dropdown. The condition dropdown defaults to equals, which is what we want, so let's select Out of Service from the Value dropdown. Finally, let's click on Apply to search all assets using this criteria. Now we have a list of all assets, where the asset status is equal to out of service. If we navigate away from the search results, our current search criteria will still be active. Let's click on Home from the main menu. Now let's return to the search feature by clicking Search. As you can see, our search is refreshed using the last criteria we entered. Clicking My Search allows us to see, or modify, the current criteria. Let's narrow down the results of this search to assets that contain the text 3 inches in the asset description by specifying additional criteria. To do this, we click Add a Property. Now let's select Description from the Property dropdown, then select Contains from the Condition dropdown. Next, we can enter the text we are looking for in the value input. For our example, we use 3 inches. Finally, let's click Apply. Now the search results have been narrowed down to assets with a status of out of service that also contain 3 inches in the asset description. Let's narrow it down just a bit more to assets that also contain the text pup joint. Let's click My Search and then add a new criteria for description that contains the additional text. Now click Apply, and we can see that we have narrowed our search to assets with a status equal to out of service that also contain the text 3 inches and pup joint in the asset description property. Searching for information by modifying the current search criteria is fine, but you will probably have many different types of searches you need to perform repeatedly. Constantly modifying the existing criteria would be pretty time-consuming, so let's learn how to save search criteria to make it easier to get to the information you need with the click of a button. Let's return to our current criteria by clicking My Search. This time, instead of clicking Apply, let's save this search instead. From the Save Search dialog, let's enter a name for this search. Naming your saved search criteria in a systematic way will help you stay organized as you create more and more saved search criteria. Let's title this search Out of Service, 3-inch, pup joint. Click on the Save button to save the search. Saved searches can be accessed from the sub-menu here at the top. From the Save Search dialog, we can execute a previously saved search just by clicking on the search title. We can delete a saved search by clicking on the Delete icon. By default, searches are saved just for the user that creates them. But you can also share your search with everyone by selecting Is Shared. Keep in mind that only the user that shares a search can remove it. You can unshare a search by deselecting the checkbox. When a saved search is active, you can see the name of the search shown in the search title here. You can also customize the columns and their display order in the search results grid. As you can see, there is no data in the model number column, and the data in part number and description is the same. Let's remove these columns from our results. You can customize the columns by clicking on Manage Columns. From the Manage Columns dialog, we can add or remove any of the available columns. Columns that are already added are shaded in blue. To add or remove a column, we can just click on a column to add or remove it. Let's remove the columns for model number and part number, and also add the location column. Now let's click on the Apply button. We can see that the columns have been removed from our search results grid. We can also change the order the columns are displayed. Let's click on Manage Columns. The columns are shown here in the order they are displayed on the grid. To change the order, simply drag the column to a new location in the list. Now click Apply, and we can see that the columns have been reordered. Finally, let's click on My Search, Then click on Save, to update our saved search with the customized column layout. Anytime we run this saved search, the columns we have picked and their order of display in the grid will be the same. The last thing I want to show you is filtering data directly from the search results grid. Filters provide an additional way to narrow down what you are looking for. Let's filter these results by locations in Midland, Texas. To do that, let's click the filter icon in the location column. We want to add a filter for any data that contains the text, Midland. Now let's click the filter button. As you can see, we have applied a filter to the location column. We know this column has been filtered, because the filter icon is shaded blue. If we also wanted to save this filter with our search, we could click on My Search, then click on the Save Search button to update our current search to also contain our location filter. But we can also create a new saved search using this new filter option. Instead of clicking Save, let's click Save As. Now let's name this saved search Out of Service 3-inch pup joints, in Midland, Texas. Now click the Save button to create a new search with the updated criteria and filter. If we go back to Saved Searches, we can see that our new search has been added to the list. We can also see that our new search is active, because it shows in the search title here. Now you can build your own saved searches, and quickly get to the information you need. Remember, you can always get to the search criteria by clicking My Search. Just note that if you make changes to your search, and want to keep them, be sure to save any new changes before loading a different search. Although we did not walk through searching forms, or schedules, the process is exactly the same as you have already seen for assets. That's all for this video tutorial. Good luck as you become a power searcher. See you for the next tutorial. Go digital, go TESSALink.